Alright, so today we are going to be reacting to the Sanji Agenda Explained. Now, for those of you who aren't, deeply into the One Piece community, let me explain to you what Agenda Piece is. Agenda Piece is essentially fans just pushing their agendas about the show. That's all it is. Now, one thing you gotta know about Agenda Piece does not care about your feelings. It doesn't care about what the story, quote unquote, says. All that matters is what pushes and furthers your agenda. Now, obviously, like, niggas be trolling. We all just doing this in good fun. But I'm not gonna lie, some of y'all niggas, Zoro fans, be annoying as fuck. Let's see what the Sanji agenda's talking about.
Admiral, Yonko, Zoro, Sanji. Long ago, all agendas lived in peace and harmony. Well, that was until them Zoro niggas attacked. Yeah, they fucked the whole show up. But only Oda, the writer of this story, master of the 4 elements that make up power scaling, could really save the fandom from stupidity. But when we needed him most, he vanished. Yeah, are you guys liking the new agenda intro? Anyway, class, today I'm going to be teaching you about the Sanji agenda.
Right,
before I get into the video, I'd love if you guys like and subscribe, as it's just a way.
Hey man, you heard the man. Like and subscribe on my shit. Hey man, if y'all fuck with me so far, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. I know I haven't been posting that much, but shit, school been a bitch. But hey, that still hasn't changed my goal. I'm trying to hit 1K by the end of the year, and I can only do that with the help of y'all. So go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button if you fuck with me, and join the family, bruh. Come on now. I fuck with y'all, and hopefully y'all fuck with me.
Begin, I'm just going to put this out there now. The Sanji agenda is probably the weakest out of the lot because we have 2 different sides of it. So on one side, we have the right wing or extremists, where they like to say Sanji is stronger than Zoro, Law, Yamato, all these people, and possibly even...
I mean, if we being honest, I got Sanji over Yamato. I got Sanji over Law. Now, the real question, do I have Sanji over Zoro? I'm gonna see. We gonna see.
Touching Admiral. To name people on this side of the coin, I want to put Cole, Blue Leg, Thanos, and even myself, because I'm not gonna lie, kind of lead into Sanji being above Zoro.
I'm not gonna lie, me too. I'm not gonna hold you. Just based off what we've seen in Egghead and also what the buffs he got in Wano. It's a conversation. Sanji and Zoro, it's a conversation. It's most definitely a conversation.
But right now, on the other side of the coin, you have the more tame people who like to say, oh no, Sanji's like, he's near Zoro's level, no, Sanji's strong, but obviously he has things to do. And now they're called the sensible group, and I want to tell you what I kind of have a gripe with these niggas. Personally, I don't have a personal gripe with these niggas, but what I'm trying to say is, why are you trying to be sensible in Agenda Piece? Nigga, exactly. You have people saying Zoro will take Luffy to a high diff and extreme diff, and you go...
Yeah, exactly. Like niggas like that. Like it's hard to be sensible when it's hard to be the voice of reason when you're the only voice of reason in a room of like 50,000 niggas, bro. So at that point, you just gotta join in with the bullshit, bro.
Nigga, nobody's here to sound smart. We're here to push agendas. And if your agenda prevails, it prevails. Anyway, I'm going too off track. Let me come back on track. Before I dig deeper into this, I'm not going to include people that are Monster Trio fans. I don't know when this came out, but I mean, sure. If you are a Monster Trio pusher, then I really don't care for your existence right now. I'm focused on the niggas that are solely on Sanji. Don't worry with whatever you got going on there. You guys can just watch this video and not feel no type of way. And I've gone over the 2 sides of the coin. I'm now going to go into the history of the Sanji agenda and explain to you guys why people feel a type of way and why they probably aren't pushing him as hard as they used to, why they're just more skeptical in general to push him. Now, me personally, I caught up to the series at chapter 1000, so I don't know what happened prior to.
He a new nigga. Okay. I mean, I'm relatively new in One Piece years. I caught up to I don't remember the chapter I caught up to, but in the anime, yeah, it was the episode after they broke the photo. I'm pretty sure Luffy versus Katakuri had just started. That's when I caught up to the anime. Then I caught up to the manga when they were escaping whole cake. Like Sanji had already fed the cake. Luffy and Katakuri just finished their fight, and it was this like it was a scene where where Jinbei stayed behind. That's where I caught up to the manga. Like right at the end of whole cake. I'd say the agenda for Sanji was looking it wasn't looking bad, but there was that one scene where he got shot by the bullet and like, you know, it looked like it hurt him. So I could imagine the agenda was in the mud after that. But we also got the whole thing of like, you know, the agenda of Sanji, you know, dodging Katakuri's future sight. So I would imagine like I'm similar to him, where like it took me a minute to get into agenda piece. So I don't really know, but I'm just guessing at this point, because I started getting into agenda piece like right after Wano, like right after Luffy beat Kaido. That's essentially when I got into agenda piece.
Comment, but I will say that it was probably looking good in Whole Cake Island. Dressrosa was probably mid in Dressrosa, since he did kind of get hyped towards by Doflamingo. But that's the most I can comment on it right now, as I wasn't around and can't really give my opinion on something I wasn't there for. But I can give you an opinion on everything post chapter 1000, and you heard that right. Chapter 1000, and you know what happens a few chapters after that. Now, if you could imagine, I'm very fresh to the agenda shit, so it's like I'm new. I don't understand any of this shit. Prior to this, I've been in the Naruto community where I was pushing the Pain agenda and the Itachi agenda.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah. I'm not new to agenda pushing. He just like me for real. Cause nigga, before this, I'm pushing every single Naruto agenda. What the fuck? Like, nigga, Pain is the GOAT anime villain. What are we talking about, man? Let's really talk about it. But anyway, that's neither here or there. We're here for One Piece.
So, I mean, I'm used to agenda pushing, but not to the agenda pushing that these One Piece niggas were on. So, we're 4 to 5 chapters.
God, nobody knows how to push agendas like One Piece niggas, bro. Like, this shit should be studied the way these niggas be reaching and stretching to push these agendas, bro. Just like their main character.
Deep into Roof Piece, and we're all thinking, oh yeah, we're gonna get another chapter of Roof Piece or whatever. Like, it's gonna be full Roof Piece. Nah. Remember when it was just like, oh, Sanji's stuck up somewhere? I was like, oh, okay, like he can't hit women. Like, obviously, people were like, oh, Sanji can't hit women, like whatever. Now, the next chapter is really when the Sanji slander kicked in Wano, but it was during Roof Piece, which is even worse because people were starting to see Zoro, Luffy, Kid, Lord.
Yep. As a Sanji fan, nigga, I was sick to my stomach. I was like, bro, like, cause I understand it's part of his character that he doesn't kick women, but dog, I was tight. Cause Zoro's out here doing like out here slashing and clashing with Kaido, and I'm like, well, not clashing, just like you know, doing damage to Kaido. I'm like, bro, Sanji, please. And just like it was crazy because at the beginning of the arc, right? He clashed with King, and like he took an attack from like, you know, King's like, you know, like King in his pterodactyl form. Okay, Sanji and King, that's a thing, right? But then ever since then, as Roof Piece continued, I'm just like, okay, Sanji, what you gonna do? Okay, Sanji, get out of the rope, Sanji. Like, Sanji, what are you doing? But yeah, it was a bad time to be a Sanji fan around that time.
Killer do these crazy things, and then you have Sanji out there crying for Robin, and that is what finished a lot of people. I've seen many people just drop the Sanji agenda over that, and what made it 10 times worse is the fact that after that, Zoro then blocks a double Yonko attack and then scars Kaido. Like, that was probably the worst, like, 2 to 3 months that we had to go through. So I'm like, these new Sanji fans, they're complaining over this little shit. They don't know what we had to go through. That's why you see a lot of us that have been there since that, especially that event right there, we pushed Sanji hard because it's like, we know what we had to endure. We had to endure that for months. We had to endure that until 1026, or is it 1026 or is it 1028? We had to endure all that nonsense until 1028. That's when it flipped. Exactly. And that's why I love Agenda Piece so much, because just like that, we can flip it on its head, and now people are saying, oh, we don't know.
Exactly, bro. When Sanji got his exosuit, bro, we were up, nigga. We were fucking up. Oh, God.
Sanji can even be cut by Zoro now. Sanji's way over Zoro. And then with all the speed feats after that, the Zoro agenda was looking very, very bad until obviously
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Niggas, I remember niggas was saying, oh, King beat Sanji low diff. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? I would have loved to see Sanji versus King. You know how crazy that's just a battle of speed. It's a battle of speed and fire. You know how crazy that'd be? I wish we got to see that.
He unlocked his Conquerors and got Conquerors coating. Like that stretch, I remember I was doing laps on niggas back then. Like, people were gassing up Sanji's speed to high hell. Like, we were saying Zoro can't even see Sanji, he can just blitz him right there and there. Bro, that time period, this is why I love Agenda P so much, because in that time period, we was literally just like, it was like the Sanji agenda was just on top of the world. I don't know what was going on Twitter, so I can't really comment on Twitter, but I can comment on what I was saying on TikTok and what other people were saying on TikTok. And back then, Sanji was looking stronger than Zoro. Many people did have Sanji stronger than Zoro for a short period of time. So I know a lot of Zoro fans are going to be like, nah, we never had that. But obviously, they're going to say that because they're going to say that. And when Zoro gets his Conqueror's coating, that's when obviously things did switch. Now that we're on Egghead, it's different now. In Egghead, Sanji's had a lot more screen time and he's done a lot more things than Zoro. And Zoro's only really done things to Lucci. That's about it. Sanji's...
And crazy thing about it is, oops, she's still standing. Lucci is chilling.
Been going around the island doing things to many different people. And this is where the Sanji agenda is starting to build up. I said this on a Twitter voice now, but I'm going to say it here. Now, if you're a Sanji fan, put it like this. When people start to say, oh, but Sanji doesn't have top tier patrol, use this. Sanji on Egghead has only fought the strongest. Say for instance, the Seraphim. Vegapunk made a statement about the Seraphim being the strongest, and Sanji has fought the Seraphim, and he literally bullied one. Then you have Saturn, Nojiro from this latest chapter, and Kizaru.
Oh nah, bro. From this latest chapter, or at least from like the video, this time the video creator, when he hit that, when he hit Zoro. Wait, is it Peter? No, that's not Peter. It's no, which one is it? Well, Gandhi. I'm gonna just say Gandhi because I don't remember the names. When he hit that nigga Gandhi with the hey, bro, I'm like, oh yeah, and got blood coming out of his mouth. I'm like, oh yeah, Sanji niggas are up.
People like to talk about portrayal. In a way, Sanji has been portrayed to be probably one of the stronger people on the island because who he's been boxing with. He's been boxing with the Gorosei, and Admiral, and the Seraphim. Those are the strongest people on the island, and he's boxed with all three. Now, for Kizaru, it didn't end as well as we wanted it to, but obviously he got snuck. And with Saturn, I don't think he was expecting that attack from Saturn, so obviously he got put down for a little bit. He's up, and Saturn, he even stared Saturn down straight after that with his eyebrows flipped, and she was fine. You know about the eyebrows being flipped, right? Yeah, Sanji hasn't really had his eyebrows flipped too much in this arc. They flipped against the Seraphim and Kizaru's laser, but after that, his eyebrows just switched back. That's where it leads me into this chapter. He was able to blitz Nojiro with his eyebrows not being flipped and only using a regular Diable Jambe flame. I think you guys need to understand how impressive that is. Of the other side, Zoro fans are trying to say that he didn't blitz it. Of the other side,
that's a crazy video. Not video. That's a crazy picture.
Zoro fans are trying to say that he didn't blitz. It was a sneak, but he literally yells out to Frankie. Unless you want to say Nojiro is deaf, then yeah, he yells out with Vegapunk in his arms, right? Bounces off of the sword, stops the sword mid-swing, and then kicks him in the face.
Now that's a crazy two-piece if you really think about it. Parries with one leg, spins up, and then kicks the nigga in the jaw with the other, setting his head on fire. Crazy two-piece combo.
Making him bleed, but also setting his face on fire, by the way. I just love how Oda just throws in that little extra thing Sanji can do with his flames. I don't think we've seen that before, where Sanji's able to kick someone and the flames just remain on them. I don't think we've seen that. I know we've seen Growth Shot where obviously it cooks them, but we haven't seen the flames just stay on someone's body after it being applied. And obviously, I know there's a few people saying don't skip over the next panel. I'm not going to skip over the next panel. Yes, he does get bit, but what we do need to make sure to understand is that Nojiro did not completely blitz him. What happened is he created a new head, probably shocking Sanji, and then bit him. I'm not going to act like I didn't hear the crack sound, but what does breaking bones mean to Sanji?
That's what I'm saying.
This is literally a setup.
Like, niggas were reaching. I remember I saw that on Twitter, and he's like, oh, is that snap, crack, breaking? You know what Sanji going to do with a broken arm? Pop that bitch back into place. Come on now.
Sanji, that is the worst thing Nojiro could do. Now it literally forces Sanji to flip his eyebrows and really lock in. I know Luffy and the Giants are on their way, and I do know that Sanji's still trying to make his way back to the ship, but obviously this is gonna be hard. But hey, look, this isn't a chapter review video. I'm not here to discuss all that. You can go to that Braga or some shit for that. Or to my Twitter. I may make a little mini thread of it, of what could possibly happen. But anyway, enough of that. Back to the agenda video. But without his eyebrows flipped and regular Diable Jambes, Sanji's been able to do that. Sanji getting his bones broken, that's like broaching a slice of Saturn's leg. It doesn't do anything in the long run. He's just gonna heal it. Now, Sanji fighting Nojiro is probably our best outcome that we could have gotten this whole entire arc. Mainly because the other side, also known as the Zoro fans, have been trying to push Nojiro, saying he's one of the best. Look, I have several screenshots of these niggas being shameless. And now, obviously, because Sanji's done that, it's now become, oh, the Gorosei aren't strong. Oh, the Gorosei this, the Gorosei.
That's what I mean. The way these One Piece niggas be agenda pushing, cause they're so shameless. They're not afraid to move the goalposts. I remember when Zoro was still fighting base Lucci. Niggas was talking about, okay, we have to upscale Lucci to admiral level just to compete. Like, bro, these you niggas are just so fucking shameless when it comes to agenda pushing. That's what makes y'all funny as fuck.
Say that the girls ain't all that, but then we have Wakari tanking Red Rock, and we had them saying that Nojiro was the fastest in the verse and shit like that. I mean, listen, it's a gender piece. I get it. This is why I love it, and this is why I don't like people who try to bring sense and logic into it. We're a gender piece. Don't bring sense and logic into it. Don't try to be like, oh, but no, Sanji's just a little bit. No, shut up. Push Sanji. Say Sanji's stronger than this and this. Because right now, all is giving us the feats to say, yeah, now Sanji, he could probably box Zoro right now and beat him. There's this thing in the community where people are like, oh, no, Sanji can never be stronger than Zoro. Man, shut the fuck up, please. You're not gonna act like pre-time skip didn't exist? Man, shut up, please. Nah.
I mean, pre-time skip Zoro versus Sanji, I'm not gonna lie, I got Sanji. Although yes, Zoro did have like Enma, he didn't know how to use it. Sanji knew how to use Diablo Jambe. Like Luffy and Sanji, they worked for them shit. Zoro just unknowingly unlocked conquerors. Like, let's be like, come on now.
I'm not even going to talk on pre-time skip because that's a video in itself. I'm just talking about post-time skip. I'm talking about recent agenda piece. Also, Sanji's also gassed because of what Oda said about him, saying, oh, keep an eye on him. And we've been keeping an eye on him, I'm not going to lie. He has been doing some very impressive shit. Anyway, now that I've ranted and everything, I'm going to bring it full circle and try to give you the basis of the Sanji agenda, what we tried to push, the two sides, and why I believe that one side will always be funnier than the other. The basis of the Sanji agenda as a whole is Sanji is close to Zoro in power. Now, I believe the better version of it is Sanji is equal or stronger than Zoro. The reason I think the more extreme side is better is because you can just be funny with it. When you're trying to bring logic into the shit, you just sound like a nerd. You sound annoying. When you just say, oh yeah, no, Sanji beats Zoro because of this. And instead, like, you can then argue with people and you can make some funny ass jokes out of it. But when you're on that more extreme side, you're able to make crazy comments on the timeline. And then when it gets proven right, yeah, they're like, yeah, hold that. When you're out there trying to play it safe, it doesn't hit as hard when it does happen, in my opinion. It's like, oh yeah, I was playing it safe and yeah, it came through. Nah, man. Now, when I said the Sanji agenda is one of the weakest,
you gotta say that bitch with your chest. People say, oh yeah, Sanji gonna beat that nigga. Say that bitch with your chest. Say that shit like fucking, oh yeah, Sanji versus Zoro? Easy pack. You wanna know why Zoro's hair is green? Cause Sanji finna roll him up and smoke him like some weed, bro. Come on now, lightest pack.
I mean, look.
Man, I love Agenda P so much.
One chapter had basically everybody stressed. I'm gonna use this nigga as an example. This nigga was straight stressed. While I was there on the timeline telling everybody to chill the fuck out, we're gonna be fine. That's the thing with agenda piece. You have to go out on your shield. If you rock an agenda, do not give up halfway through. Rock it until the end. Even if it's proven dead, and that's why I love kid fans as well.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Kid disappoints me, but I'm not gonna lie. I do be pushing killer agendas, like the killer Zoro debate. That's one agenda I'm never backing down from. Like even though it looks bad for them right now, I'm not giving up on that.
You guys are solid. Push it to the end. Just so Kizaru gets slapped up, we still see the Admiral nigga.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. My agenda, Kizaru's strongest Admiral. I'm pushing that agenda. Like, if you want to know my agendas, obviously got Sanji, we got Killer, and Kizaru. Bro, I'm telling you that, like, I'm more on the Admiral agenda than the Yonko agenda. I'm not gonna hold you, because Admirals have been getting disrespected for too long.
Niggas on the timeline talking they shit. If you're a Sanji fan, it doesn't matter what Zoro fans will say. They will say some dumbass shit as well. Like, you just gotta push it back at them. Everybody that knows me knows I'm one of the heaviest Sanji niggas out there. So it's kind of like, when you hear me talk bad on the fandom surrounding him, you gotta understand it's just from a place of me just seeing it and knowing that these niggas... I've been trying to hold it in. Half of these niggas are just bitches. I'm not gonna lie. Like, damn, I can speak for myself. I know that I'm blocked by more Sanji fans than I am by Zoro fans, and that just shows something. That's why I say we're one of the weakest. As I said in the Admiral video, if you ask an Admiral fan who they believe is top one, they most likely gonna have the exact same top one. Even if you ask a Zoro fan, they're more likely gonna agree with each other than a Sanji fan's gonna agree with another Sanji fan, because we're so split. But I do have faith in the agenda, as I've seen many new faces in the Sanji agenda, like in a little circle, and they are really, really pushing it, and they haven't given up. So I like to continue seeing what they do. Anyway, that'll bring me to the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, because I did enjoy making it. I really did enjoy making this video.
Nah, and I enjoyed the video, bro. I'm really glad you made it. I'm gonna go drop that like on it. Alright, that's the end of this video too. Tell me what genders y'all got? What genders are y'all pushing? Let me know in the comments below. But with that being said, y'all be easy. Y'all stay safe. Deuces.